So usually by mid-January, which is basically, the time of my birthday, is when the new year actually starts for me. Not actually on New Year's Day. The new year for me starts on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Since my birthday is right dead smack in the middle of the month of January, that's when I usually see that the new year starting for me, right? New age, greetings, and that makes me feel like I'm already starting a new year from there. That's when the new year starts for me, not on New Year's Day, because I know that Christmas season will still go on at least for the next several days of January, until it gets to right towards the middle of the month. And that's when Christmas is officially done, right? It's like with the NBA, when the official start of the season is late October, right? Back then it used to be in 1st of November. But the unofficial start of the regular season is on Christmas Day. So what many people believe for it to be. The NBA does not officially start until the regular season doesn't officially start until Christmas Day, because that's when supposedly there'll be more competition and what have you. Just whereas with me, my new year unofficially starts on my birthday, right, or after my birthday. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring that because it is already the 16th, right? And even though my birthday this year has just been totally different for the wrong reasons, it's why I just I should not be having this same life anymore. A lot of things are still the same, and one of them mainly is my dump. All right, and so by still being in that dump, it's just why I have a hard time moving on, and instead just more bad things continue to happen to me, right? But let me just touch on this. And by the way, I did my review of that game 6 of this shoot-around season finals. Boy, that was so wild. This is, to me, the most dramatic game where I've had to feel all kinds of emotions, from anger to frustration, missing 10 straight threes in the second activity, to the point where I feel like I lost, and next thing you know, somehow, some way, I just went on an incredible run. When I have the notes, and I remember it saying 58-0 run. Well, I should make that 58-2 when I, because of the last mid-range shot that I missed after I was already up, and I was at that time up by 11 and missed the mid-range shot, and then I still won by 9, 79 points. Yep, I actually scored 79. The last game I gave up 79 to the target score, but this time I actually scored 79. When for a majority of the second activity, I gave up 68 points, and I still only had 21, which is so unbelievable, mind you. So yeah, I had to take both mid-range advantages and and historic, a new record, 3 half-court shots in one single game. They're worth 5 points, by the way, to get back in the game and essentially win it. It's crazy. I thought I wasn't going to win this game at all. But there's a slight part of me that says, okay, maybe I can make a miracle. And guess what? I did. It's so unbelievable. But I won anyhow. So good for me. Yeah, I already did that review. It's just to me the game of the playoffs, the game of the first season tournament. Say what you want about Game 9 in the first round, but this one was incredible. I was like, this has got to beat that one. But although I would think, to an extent, because Game 9 was the elimination game, I still think that one had more drama because, it required 2 game-saving shots for me to avoid the elimination. So as great as this one was, I was not on the verge of elimination just yet, or I was not at the elimination just yet. Had I lost this game, then yeah. So I thought Game 9 of the first round was still the more dramatic one because of the fact that I needed 2 game-saving shots to avoid being eliminated in the first round, right? So yeah, I just thought I touched this one because it felt like a video game kind of performance, and to my credit, I still won. So as far as this topic is concerned, I would love to see Steph Curry, before the end of his career, make a buzzer-beating shot to win games. It'll be nice to see him, tie the game up with a 3, to force overtime at the buzzer. But to win games would actually be better. I've yet to see something like that from him. Yes, I know he hit a game-winning walk-off shot in the regular season around this time. This was against the Rockets when the Rockets back then weren't that good. And this was like in the 21-22 season, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Steph made it wasn't a 3, it was a mid-range shot, to give the Warriors a 2-point lead and to win it at the buzzer. It was a low-scoring game. I think it was 95-93, and it was kind of an ugly game, I guess. I mean, I didn't really watch, but judging from what I saw, I mean, the Warriors barely beat that struggling Rockets team at the time, to win it by 2 off of Steph's buzzer-beating mid-range shot. But he's come close. He's come close to nailing one. But he had one in Oklahoma City in 2016. The famous 30-footer with .5 left. So yeah, I mean, and he's had another one too against Phoenix, I think just a couple seasons ago, where he had .7 left. And yeah, I just need to see it as an official buzzer-beating shot. At least that would really get my day going. If I was to watch it like at the dinner table, or watch Steph finally make a 3 to win it, because there's been there's this whole narrative going around that he has not been clutch in the sense of nailing those 3-point shots at the buzzer to win games. He's made 3-point shots at the buzzer to end the first quarter, second quarter, and the third quarter, but not yet to win games, and I've still yet to see that. He's had several tries and he's missed all of them. Yeah, missed all of them. So I would love to see something like that from him. at least one time before his career ends. And maybe if I see something like that, the only way I would watch it is if it's nationally televised, unless I have League Pass. But as of right now, like the Warriors haven't had so many close games like that to where Steph would have an opportunity to make or to attempt a 3-pointer at the buzzer to win it. Like I said, he's already had several tries and he just keeps coming up short. I've seen Dame do it several times, at the buzzer. I've seen Halliburton do it already. I think I've seen Tatum do it. I've seen Kyrie already do it. I'm talking about from the 3. I just know, and even a Max Strus, who shot it from way beyond half court to win the game against Dallas, I think when he was in Cleveland. So yeah, but yeah, I've yet to see one like that from Steph, like at least before his career ends. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about it, man. Something like that would definitely make my day better, and especially with what I've gone through this week and the past week, to see something like that, honestly, will really have me jumping out the window. And I'll definitely feel good about it if if you did that. So I'll be waiting for one, and yeah, that's all I ask. Even just one, and that only one to be remembered. Whether it's the regular season or in the playoffs or even the preseason. I would love it if it's in the playoffs. So, all right, man. That's all I gotta say about it. Tell me what you guys think. Peace.